Hey guys, welcome back. This is Blue Forest. So today we're going to go through Act 3, Chapter 1, Mission 3, the Absorb Projectile Lane. I actually got several requests from people to do gameplay of this, and so I have just recorded it, and I'm going to include that gameplay with this video. But I just wanted to give you a couple of tips because the Absorb Projectile mod is very annoying. It's definitely one of the most difficult ones to deal with that we've had because you basically have to change your entire play style, right? So I did take a screenshot of the mod, right? So when struck by a basic ranged attack, the opponent repairs 75% of the opponent's attack. And so what that means is you cannot rely on basic range shots because it will heal the opponent. And if you're firing off a lot of them, they will heal a lot. But more importantly, actually, you cannot use basic range shots to create openings, which is something that we do all the time in this game, right? You fire off a couple of those shots, it kind of stuns and rattles the enemy for a second, and then you can dash in and do your thing. You can't do that with this mod because not only will they heal, but they won't be phased by your range shots because they don't count as hits. And so as a result of that, they will often actually be able to counter you. And so not only will they heal, but they'll often be able to do damage to you. And so you cannot use those range shots. As much as possible, you need to stay away from them, okay? Now, the good news about the mod is that it only applies to basic ranged. It does not apply to ranged heavies or specials, so you can still use those. However, given how common, right, basic range shots are, you just have to alter your play style a little bit if you're going to get through this mod well, because I know that some people have had a very hard time with it. So if it is difficult for you, what I would suggest is, first of all, don't bring ranged specialists on your team. So bots like Blaster, RC, Starscream, Wasp, bots like that rely on range game, I wouldn't bring them. I mean, you can still use them, but they're not going to derive much benefit for you. I would suggest you use bots with a lot of melee strength, OGP, Megatron, Prowl with his melee buffs, Mirage with his special 2 and 3 buffs, Grimm's a good choice, Motormaster, and I actually did record the entire lane with Motormaster because I think he's an excellent choice for the lane. I did things a little bit differently in this gameplay. I let him get beat up a little bit at the start just to activate those melee buffs, but he's an awesome choice because he can shrug off, the impact of damage with the Unstoppable, and that will create openings. So Motormaster's a great choice. Wheeljack can help you out if you are getting countered, because his shield will give you some protection. But the point is, I would focus on your best melee-based fighters and use them. And the thing is you have to be willing to wait for openings because you're not going to be able to create them with those basic range shots. And so that might mean that you're doing a lot of countering on this lane after they attack you, right? Which they will. They're going to attack you a lot, and so you can counter them, and you can do that over and over again. So it just might mean that you have to play it patiently and wait for those openings, because if you get impatient and you're trying to create them and you start firing off those range shots, it's going to be a problem for you, and you might start losing bots, right? So yeah, it's definitely a crafty mod. It's a clever mod, and it is a bit difficult to deal with. But once you get used to it, it's not that bad. You definitely can get through it. You just have to be mindful that your play style needs to be a little bit different than it is, in pretty much any other game mode with any other kind of mod. Okay? So I'll leave it there for now, guys. I am including the gameplay of the lane, so you can take a look at that. In the meantime, I hope you're doing well, and I will see you all next time. Take care.